So forgive me for getting back at you so quick here. Hope I look a little bit better. I'm not saying I look better, but I sure feel a lot better. Oh, I love a shower. It's great. I thought there may be some people that are watching these videos and saying, what's the peace of God really worth? And yeah, that's easy for you to say that your home is your little vacation. You don't live the life I'm living. You don't live where I live. You don't know what I'm going through. Well, for those of you that don't know who I am, and you may not know much about me, the last 10 years, the last decade, was possibly the worst and hardest and darkest 10 years of my life. Now, don't get me wrong. I've lived long enough to acquire a few regrets. I've got a few days I wish I could buy back. But I've also got an armload of rewards. What's the peace of God worth? I'll tell you what it's worth. In the last 10 years, I had 2 children with cancer, a daughter that went legally blind, lost her spleen, and both kidneys. My oldest grandson had a neurological issue after a 4-day intense fever. He was told that he would be in a wheelchair the rest of his life with a helmet on. I can tell you that it was during this season of my life, it was during this season of our life, that we acquired this philosophy that our home is our little vacation. You see, there's a reason why the Bible says let. You could replace the word with allow. Allow the peace of God to lead, guard, and rule in your life. You see, for 10 years, it was like I thought it was never going to quit raining. I thought the storm and the dark clouds were there permanently. But God had spoken peace in our hearts and in our lives. And every night when I would come home, I would still say, my home is my little vacation. Patty and I and our family, we held on to the peace of God that truly does pass all of our understanding. So if you're watching this video, if you watched the previous video, maybe you just blew it off. This guy doesn't know where I'm living. He doesn't know how I live. He doesn't know what goes on in my home. Well, you don't know what's going on in my home, and you don't know what's going on in my life. I can hear many people today saying, what about me? When are these clouds going to blow away? When is it going to quit raining? I experienced something that I've never experienced at any other time in my life. Even when the clouds are dark and it's pouring day after day, the brightest of suns that shine is the one on the inside and not the outside. And it was in those hours, those days, those months, weeks, and years that I found out just how much the peace of God was worth. Why does it say, let the peace of God rule in your heart? Because you have to focus on the peace of God when the skies are dark and the rain is falling. So if you're out there today and you've been challenged by my thoughts, my words, my encouragement for you to look at your home as a little vacation. It doesn't matter how dark your skies or how long it's been pouring. I want to encourage you today to allow the peace of God to lead, guard, guide, and rule in your life. Why? Because your family matters. I'm going to be signing off for the weekend. Remember, your family matters. This is Dave from Harvest Church. # we're just doing life together. Love you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.